Good morning. Thank you for joining us on THV 11, streaming on THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Meteorologist Tracy Bean breaking down the forecast for us this morning, and Ashley King is now here to break down your traffic. Hopefully today, much smoother and calmer than we had yesterday because it was a mess all morning long.
Yeah, I think we're not going to have to work quite as hard this morning. That's good news.
That is good news. Yeah, a lot of downed trees yesterday. It was that was the main issue. I was thinking with wet roads, we may have people bumping into each other, but it was just the downed trees mainly.
A lot of wind.
You speak for the trees?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're reading the Lorax at home. You're gonna have to forgive me. We're big Dr. Seuss phase right now.
Good.
Oh, well, luckily you'll have plenty of time to get out there and read. You can read outside today, Hayden, because
there we go.
It's not going to be raining, and the humidity is not going to be terrible. It's hot, of course, but out there right now, a few clouds and keeping things a little bit cooler this morning. We are seeing, again, those dew points at fairly low, 64, and winds around 7 miles per hour. Now, as far as what to expect this week, we are looking for tonight into tomorrow morning. We could see some severe storms, and I think most of those are going to be off to the west and south, but tomorrow during the day, we'll start to see some storms move through central Arkansas into the afternoon, and some areas could see some of that heavy rain. Now, the wet weather does finally end, and it's going to begin to get hot as high pressure begins to move in and that heat dome comes into place, and all of that hot air just sticks right along with us. So more to come on that, but we are going to say here with severe weather risk, we do have that marginal 1 out of 5, again, very low risk. And for your Wednesday, when I expect and anticipate more of those wet weather, those storms to move through central Arkansas, we're looking once again at marginal risk. So actually not too bad. I think any rain that we get today anyway will be very, very light.
Sounds good. I decided to keep it right here on Interstate 430. They're clearing off those managed lanes right now, driving through so they can open these up for the morning commute. So yeah, get an extra lane during rush hour, and it looks like that's happening right now. They drive through there before they open those up. So yeah, that's what's going on 430, and pretty much anywhere that you look around central Arkansas is pretty clear right now. Green roads, no issues on our roadways. So we'll check it again coming up in a few minutes.
A Supreme Court move could make it harder for some voters to get help at the polls. The justices refused to hear a challenge to Arkansas's limits on voter assistance. That decision leaves a federal appeals ruling in place saying private groups and individuals cannot sue under Section 208 of the Voting Rights Act. That's the part that allows voters who can't read or write or have a disability get help from someone they choose. Advocates call it another hit to voting rights. A federal judge says the Trump administration is prohibited from using Social Security data to kick people off voter rolls. That judge ruling Monday, the administration broke federal protections by changing a citizen data program to purge voters. Officials used the SAVE program to find foreigners on state lists. Advocacy and privacy groups sued, citing outdated, inaccurate data. Meantime, states could lose tens of millions in federal security money unless they change how they run elections. Sources in internal documents say the Trump administration would tie Homeland Security grants to phasing out some electronic voting systems, using hand-marked paper ballots, and running voter names through a DHS citizenship database. Non-compliance could cost states a fifth of their funding.
A huge push to bring down housing costs is one step closer this morning. The Senate has passed a housing affordability bill, the biggest package of its kind in decades. It's called the 21st Century Road to Housing Act, and it follows months of talks between both parties in the Senate and the House. The bill aims to boost housing supplies, lower costs, and stop private equity from buying single-family homes. House leaders support it, and a vote there is expected soon. President Trump has said he does plan to sign it. Back here at home, a weekend fight involving teenagers in downtown Little Rock is sparking new questions about the city's summer juvenile curfew. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. confirms the fight happened near Scott and East Markham Streets. Police responded to enforce the 10 p.m. curfew, but those involved had already left before officers arrived, and no arrests were made. The incident has triggered debate online about whether the curfew was doing enough to reduce disruptive behavior among minors downtown. Little Rock City Director Virgil Miller Jr. says the policy has helped improve conditions in the river market.
I judge success by what I see and what I hear, and I have not heard a lot about incidents down at the river market. I'm sure we have some, but not to the extent in which we had before.
One downtown business owner says she wants to see officers patrol more of the district, even as she credits police for maintaining a presence in some areas. The conversation comes as Little Rock continues to invest in downtown projects designed to draw more residents, visitors, and businesses.
In an update, the North Little Rock strip club that lost its liquor license is now asking a judge to put it back in place, at least for now.
Peppermint Hippo owner Louis DeAngelis has filed a request to temporarily reinstate that permit while his appeal moves through circuit court. Now, the move follows the Alcoholic Beverage Control Board's decision to revoke the license after a series of violations, including a case involving an intoxicated patron who later died on the interstate.
In court filings, DeAngelis argues the punishment went too far and says he was not given a full opportunity to challenge the allegations. Regulators maintain their investigation found enough evidence to support the revocation. A hearing in the case is set for August 3rd.
The court has not yet ruled on the request to temporarily restore the license. Lexicon is cutting the ribbon on a newly renovated headquarters at the Port of Little Rock, part of a $37 million expansion and modernization project. The update adds 5,000 square feet, a new front entrance, and a cafe. According to the mayor, it is a game changer for the entire capital city.
As we recruit jobs and retain companies here in the city of Little Rock, we want to have more headquarters. And so to have this top-tier company that does business across this nation, across this globe, to continue to choose Little Rock, it's a statement. It helps others want to do the same as well.
The company started almost 60 years ago, and with the new expansion, is expected to create 60 new jobs.
New federal data shows hiring is picking up in healthcare and skilled trades.
But long-term unemployment has reached a 4.5-year high, and some employers still can't fill open roles. Michael Yoshida breaks down the gap between job growth and worker demand.
As hiring in the U.S. appears to be picking up, some employers are still struggling to fill open positions.
There's a disconnect going on in the market right now.
Indeed's Priya Rathod says new data from the company shows of the top 10 roles employers are recruiting hardest for right now, half are in healthcare, with nearly all the rest in skilled trades.
What we're seeing is that a lot of the jobs that job seekers are looking for don't match up with the jobs that employers are having a hard time recruiting for.
A mismatch, but Rathod says it doesn't have to be a deal breaker. Her advice for recent or upcoming graduates, stay flexible, especially in a world shaped by artificial intelligence, where human-based skills like critical thinking, communication, leadership, and adaptability are becoming more valuable across industries.
Those skills aren't just learned from that perfect next job. They can be learned from internships, from retail positions, and it's going to create the experience and the knowledge you need to get into several different careers moving forward.
And many in-demand jobs, especially in skilled trades, don't require a 4-year degree. So for people considering a career switch or those out of work for a while, Rathod says pivoting into an in-demand field may be more achievable than it sounds.
In many cases, you can get certifications, again, within 6 to 18 months. Hone in on the one certification you have to have in order to be employed in this role, and go in that direction and combine it with your transferable skills to get into these stable professions.
I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
And now let's go back to meteorologist Tracy Bean and the forecast as you plan your day.
Well, a cloudy day and a little bit of sunshine here and there as well. We're going to see those highs in the lower to mid 80s here in central Arkansas, and the winds won't be quite as breezy as they were yesterday. As we're heading into your Wednesday, we are going to see some chances for some rain increase as we're heading into the early morning hours. And then again, as we're heading into the afternoon, we could see some of those storms roll through that could be a bit heavier. So keep an eye on that and looking for that high. And once again, in those mid to upper 80s. Those rain chances do stick around at least through the rest of the week, but by Friday, we're going to start to see those temperatures heading on up to the 90s once again.